block with the chopstick. No, I'm not Blueface, but niggas know I mop shit. Blah, 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 cause he talking out. Blah, 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 he ain't walking out. Just the other day, another nigga I was marking out. Uzi on demand, we ain't never gotta talk it out. Baby, what you asking, what's your question? I'm dangerous in the field and I love wearing fashion. Tusi get it crockin' if another homie lacking. F&N lay him down or he tracking. Same nigga dissing on the neck, say he ramping. I go on a murder spree like Manson. Chopper hit a nigga arm, leg, now he dancing. Put a nigga on 1,000,000 hits, now he trending.
Yeah, I don't trust no mark, no hoe, no bop, no op, no bitch, no blop, blop. I get in that mode so fast, so his ass for the cop, don't make me hit you with the blop, blop way.
What's the good old big deal with the good old people, man? It's your boy Young and Hefe. Don't care about number what the checks say. Make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm gonna bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young and Hefe, and I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. The recipient of Hot Topics is Baby B Brayz from 109th Street, Devil Lane Bloods, and Shady A from Trey, Avalon. So, to y'all that's tapped in with the who's who's, I'm pretty sure y'all seen brayz segment yesterday on him saying he had got down with the most respected Crip. Now, when I had seen the title, Most Respected Crip, before I even got to the homie Shady A name, I was thinking like, who could this be? You know what I'm saying? Now, over the years, through the county jail, you know what I'm saying, arguably, it had been a lot of names that have been through the, well, I ain't gonna say a lot of names, a handful of names that have been through there that had put they, you know what I'm saying, get down to where their name was just ringing. Or if you ran into them, you know what I'm saying, you knew what time it was, or whatever the case may be. But, you know, arguably, some of these dudes, you know what I'm saying, they was best friends, and or, you know what I'm saying, cordial with the dudes that was just as treacherous as them, you know what I'm saying? The treachery never go against each other. It just seems like, you know, the lesser fish or the busters, you know what I'm saying, get the shorter end of the stick. Now, however, what interests me in this story is because, you know, Shady A, man, you know, Raymond, that's a childhood friend of mine, you know. Shady, you know what I'm saying, before turning Avalon, you know, Shady had gained a lot of his cripping out of the 80s, you know what I'm saying, out of the A-Trays, you feel me? And Shady would have been from A-Tray had it not been from his father, you know what I'm saying, that is from Avalon, that told him like, look, bro, if you're gonna do anything, you're gonna gangbang, you're gonna be from Trey, Avalon, you know what I'm saying? Being that they was gangsters and they was homies, you know what I'm saying, we ain't take no dislike to it or anything like that. And plus it was coming from his father anyway. Now, Shady, that's a childhood friend. Like, I did everything up under the sun with Shady. And if I had ever explained the last night of 2013, February 29th, that I went to jail on the indictment that I served 10 years on for being out of Spokane, Washington, Shady A was the last person I was with that night as well, because Shady A used to be a homie that I used to elect as my driver, you know what I'm saying? Because back then, I used to be heavy pulled up, you know what I'm saying, off the activists and stuff like that. So, you know, we can't be falling asleep, you know what I'm saying, behind the steering wheel. So, you know, I used to call Shady A. He was licensed up, registration, the whole get down. We get stopped by the police, you know what I'm saying, we on our way because my boy licensed up, you know what I'm saying? You can't bump us up, but, you know, it have been times where they try to, you know what I'm saying, try their little get down, you know what I'm saying? But as long as you know the law and know your way, you know what I'm saying, you'll be on your way. Now, Shady A had went down, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that watch me and or know Shady A know what Shady A went down for. I don't have to speak on it. It was something real controversial, you know what I'm saying, in his hood, you know what I'm saying? He went down for a homicide. He, the Shady, I'm not sure if Shady, I don't think Shady went to trial on the homicide. However, Shady had a homicide that was on camera in his park. Shady got a deal, you know what I'm saying, for like 7 years. You know, he had a real well-paid, good lawyer, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, whatever else turned out in his favor, to get him them 7 years, because, you know, a lot of people wouldn't have been that fortunate. They would have been washed up, you know what I'm saying? They would have been washed up, 40, 50, 100 years of life on top of that, you know what I'm saying? Shady and came on record, you know what I'm saying? I ain't coming on record to talk about nobody. It is what it is. Those of you who made statements and said whatever you said, y'all know who y'all is. But again, like I said, it ain't my business, you know what I'm saying? Shady's a grown man, and Shady can take care of his own business. So, however, Shady has served that 7 years, and Shady, you know what I'm saying, had been kicked out, you know what I'm saying, back to this free world or whatever the case may be. Now, I guess a lot of things is coming on brayz's mind, because I didn't know brayz and Shady had got down or whatever the case may be. But brayz tell the story of him and Shady getting down. So the way him and Shady got down, brayz explained, they was playing a card game. I don't remember if it was pinochle or if it was poker, but they was playing a card game, and there was a guy named Blackie involved and another blood member involved. brayz was also involved in playing cards. brayz seen Shady getting cheated. Shady seen himself getting cheated. Shady spoke up like, hey, look, bro, we not about to keep on doing that. Y'all not about to be cheating me. Y'all sitting here showing each other hands, and y'all all against me. So Blackie obviously thought, I don't know why he thought it was sweet with Shady, you know what I'm saying, because Shady gonna handle his business, win, lose, or draw, you know what I'm saying, and he was in the county jail handling his business, as anybody will tell you, and as brayz, you know what I'm saying, second-handed multiple times in his account and in the story he dropped yesterday. So it kind of bewildered me that Blackie would try Shady A as if he was a wimp. But I guess Blackie, being the bigger of the two and feeling like he might have had a win, told Shady basically F off, like, you know what I'm saying, I don't care what you talking about. And furthermore, kept on showing the other guy, the other blood, his hand, letting him know when to fold. So Shady A speak up again, like, hey, I'm not paying nothing. Y'all gonna keep on cheating on Avalon, I'm not paying nothing. From there, some words was exchanged between him and Black, to where I guess Shady A like, we can get down. So once that is set, you already know. Once you're around the members and you say anything crazy, call somebody out their day, call somebody a B, tell somebody we can get out, that challenge must be bet. Because if it's not bet, oh wow, it's gonna be a whole lot of reconciling you're gonna have to do, because it's gonna be a lot of people coming after you doing the same thing and marking you out. And if you don't go out, they're gonna bring up that situation where you did get marked out. So regardless of the fact, it's not gonna be a good look. So, however, Shady and this Blackie character, I don't know, I think he might have been from Lanes too. I don't know if he's from PDL, I don't think he's from LA Lanes, or he was just a blood. But y'all gonna find out where I'm going with this in a minute, and why I told the story, aside from Shady being a childhood friend of mine, and aside from me, you know what I'm saying, knowing and doing time with brayz. So over the cheating, Shady and Blackie get up in there. brayz get an account, they square up. Shady go right in there down the pipe like, big bow, big, put him down. He couldn't believe it, how Blackie went down. Said Blackie go down. So brayz say he mad now, like, man, get up, bro. What you doing, man? Get up, get yourself together. Blackie hop up, they square up. Him and Shady go at it, lock up for a minute. Shady hit him with some more stuff, put him down. After that, I think he got knocked out. It was night-night. That was it. So then Shady proceeds to get down with the other blood, which brayz said he had to, like, basically, to a degree, push him out there and tell him, like, hey, yeah, you already know you next. You was with that cheating stuff. Handle your business. They get out there. I don't even remember how the count of the second fight went, but I know it was not no good. Shady whooped him as well. Now, this is what I want to say about the whole thing now, right? Be it that brayz is a member and brayz is good people, I think a lot of dudes, this is just my opinion, and a lot of dudes think like brayz, and I just had a conversation with Butchie B about the same thing, about what dudes checking their hobies, or dudes talking about they ride with their hobies, right or wrong. Man, I ride with my hobies, right or wrong. I ain't checking my hobie. I'm going to check my hobie after the fact. I feel indifferent. You know what I'm saying? If there's a situation that I can stop from getting blown out of proportion, and I know my homie is foul and doing something wrong, I'm gonna pull him to the side. Hey, bro, let me holler at you. Snatch him up. Hey, bro, let me holler at you real quick. Instead of letting him go on to where I gotta defend his wrong. Now, brayz seen what was going on. He seen the cheating was going on. He stayed out of it up until both of the Bloods losing the phase that they had. Then after that, I guess he felt some type of way because he said that Shady was woofing, like, yeah, woo, woo. But what do you expect Shady to do? They right here in his face cheating him. Then they tell him, hey, man, yeah, we gonna keep on doing it. So once he kick ass and whoop ass, all that's supposed to be acceptable. You know that it ain't no problem with you and him, so I don't even understand why it just threw me for a loop that brayz will call him out and say, I need a fade. Now, I know the Blood's gonna be like, oh yeah, because he was a Blood, that's what he was supposed to do, and Shady A was a Crip. Man, standing on principle and standing on principles as a man, not saying that brayz don't stand on principle, but like on some moral shit, like if you calling a nigga yo bro, and you fuck with a nigga, like that gang shit be to a side, like on some man shit, you feel me? Definitely when yours is in the wrong. Now, if yours is in the wrong and it just happened to go up and it go there, then it is what it is. It's already up and stuck. Then that's that when you holler at your people later, like, hey, look, bro, you did some bullshit, put me in a predicament, a blah, blah, blah. But if you already see it beforehand and you can stop it, why not stop it? Because your homie on bullshit. But this, the type of behavior that we allow, and then we be like, oh well, that's not a grown man. But in other situations, we want to check situations that we feel is unrighteous to us. Now, with that being said, right, I say that to say, because one thing I can say about the Damus, right, whether they beef or not, when it's on some B team time or some blood time, they reconcile and put their differences aside and go with each other. To where the Crips, man, look, you already know, man, it's eat, you know what I'm saying? It's Crip, eat Crip, you know what I'm saying? For sure, pulling each other down, you know what I'm saying, and going at it with each other. So that's just something I wanted to point out. If that had been something like on the other, you know what I'm saying, shoot to where it was Crips, this situation don't happen like this, you know what I'm saying? But this is just a situation where the Bloods band together and stand on business as one, because like I feel like if brayz had that rapport and relationship with Shady that he had, it wouldn't even went this far. He wouldn't even felt the need to call Shady out. Now, if Shady being a bully and just tripping and ain't trying to reconcile, then of course it's like, hey, look, man, you about to get that, because I've been in situations like that. But brayz never did say who won the fight out of him and Shady. So brayz, you already know you my partner. You know you good people, man. Who won the squabble, man? You ain't put who won the squabble on who's who, man. You just put y'all squabble. So, you know what I'm saying? Was that thing a draw? Or what happened? You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, man, I'm going to conclude that there, man. It's your boy, Young and Hefe. Don't care about number, what the check say. Make sure you go ahead, like, and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing. And press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail.
Out the gate, on the regular, I sit back and observe the way most of you niggas fake fuck with each other. Low-key beefing about these hoes. I ain't gonna let a nigga fake fuck with me. So if a nigga tell you he don't fuck with me, it's because he can't fuck with me.